Teaching English in a summer camp abroad is one of the best ways to spend your summer. Imagine doing all of those summer camp activities like capture the flag, tie-dye, and campfires, all while exploring a new country. In this video, I'll talk about why you should teach English abroad in summer camps and share my own experience from working in camps in Spain and France. Let's get started. I'm Jamie from ESL Teacher 365. On this channel, I share all my Teach Abroad secrets, so if you're interested in teaching English abroad, then make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. First of all, why should you teach English abroad in summer camps? Well, let's take a look. Teaching English abroad in summer camps is a great way to try out teaching English abroad for just a month or two. There's even programs where you can teach for as few as 2 weeks, usually up to about 3 months. So it's a great way to see if you even like being abroad, if you are okay with being away from home for that long, and if you enjoy exploring a new country. It's also a great way to meet people from all over the world. A lot of times the counselors are going to be from different countries, and of course the kids are going to be from a different country than yours. So there's a lot of opportunities for cultural exchange. It's also a great way to get some international work experience on your resume, and of course you can travel before or after your contract. Some summer camps abroad only require a high school diploma, so that means that's a great way to try teaching English abroad if you don't have a college degree. If you'd like personalized help teaching English abroad, then make sure to fill out my survey, which is linked down below to see how I can help. The first Teach English Abroad summer camp that I worked at is American Village, which is located in France. American Village is an American-style summer camp that has been transported to France. It provides English immersion for French children, and the camps are between 5 and 13 days long. A lot of them are overnights, but there are a few day camp options. There are a lot of different theme days, so Hollywood or Wild West, and your English classes as well as the different daily activities are going to be based off of those themes. There are 2 options for counselors. You can either work as an English teacher or as an activities counselor. If you end up staying for a month or 2, sometimes you'll end up switching between teaching English for one session and then being an activities counselor for another session. To work at American Village in France, you must be at least 20 years old with a high school diploma. You must be a native English speaker, and there's also some positions for French counselors as well. As far as the visa you'll either need a work visa in the EU citizenship, or a tourist visa for select countries. Some of the pros of American Village in France are that teaching English there is relaxed and fun. It's based on the theme days, so it's not so structured and grammar-based. It's more on fun and creating different activities where the kids can communicate with one another. There are a lot of support materials available, so if it is your first time teaching, you do have some materials to rely on. This is definitely new from when I taught there. We basically had to create all of our lessons on our own. The kids are a lot of fun, and you can choose the age group that you want to work with, from young children to preteens to teens. The sites are also incredible. Some of them are in old castles or farms, and it's a great way to experience the French countryside. Days off can be a bit of an adventure because you are in such remote locations, and you'll form very close bonds with your fellow counselors. My last pro is that it's a great job for a creative person. You'll be creating a lot of costumes and sets, characters, games, and activities, all based on different themes. It's a lot of fun. Of course, there are some cons. The first one is that you'll need to pay for your flights to and from France, which, depending on your location, can of course be very expensive. Also, the pay isn't great. You'll receive around 1,100 euros per month, or 1,300 euros per month if you're a returning counselor. Another con is that just like any summer camp, you're going to be working very long hours. This means waking up around 7 and then usually working until 10 o'clock at night. It's pretty exhausting. The final con is that because a lot of the counselors have very strong personalities and you're with each other 24 hours a day, you will see some of those personalities clash. So just be aware of that. For more information on how to become a counselor at American Village in France, make sure to check out my blog post, which is linked down below. I also spent 2 summers teaching English abroad in a summer camp in Spain called Granja Escuela Atalaya. This is an English immersion camp for kids between the ages of 6 and 16, which is located at a farm and former summer palace, which is located in the countryside of Spain. There's a lot of different activities for the kids to do, like archery, swimming, rock climbing, also taking care of animals, gardening, crafts, and more. There aren't actual English classes, but we do all of the activities in English. In order to work there, you do need an EU work visa or EU citizenship, and they are looking for English native speakers or Spanish counselors with a high level of English. So what are some of the pros of teaching at this summer camp in Spain? First of all, it's a family-run business, and a lot of the counselors are actually former campers. So they've been coming to this beautiful place for many, many years. I also like the variety of the activities. There were a lot of different sports that we did, as well as arts and crafts, theater, music, dance, and of course, because it is a farm, we did planting with the kids, tasting the crops, and taking care of the animals. There were peacocks, donkeys, horses, chickens, sheep, goats, pretty much anything that you would have on a farm. We had it there. The last pro is that the kids were a lot of fun. They had a lot of energy and were really willing to participate in all of the activities. I think the kids have a great time, which is why they keep coming back year after year. So what are some of the cons of this summer camp in Spain? Just like American Village, the hours are very, very long. Working very early in the morning, getting everything set up and ready, waking up the kids, making sure that they're ready to go, until very late at night, having final meetings and pretty much just being exhausted the whole summer. Another con is that a lot of times I felt like I was kind of just thrown into activities and had to teach them without really knowing what I was doing. So this could be anything from taking care of specific animals to having to use the big oven to bake things. A lot of times I just got a quick explanation and then had to teach it right away, and didn't always go as planned. Another con is that you do need to know some Spanish to work at this camp. There was another Spanish immersion camp going on at the same time, but the counselors all kind of worked together, so if you didn't know any Spanish, you didn't really talk to half of the people. So I recommend knowing some Spanish before you go. The final con is that it does require EU work rights, which as an American isn't easy to get. I was already working at an American school in Madrid, so I was able to kind of tack on this summer camp to my work visa without a problem. But I know that if you're not already in the country, it can be quite difficult to get. Here's some of my advice on how to find jobs to teach English abroad in summer camps. First of all, summer camp jobs are a lot easier to find if you're already in the country or region. It's not impossible to find a summer camp job if you're outside of the country or region, but it is more difficult. Some of these summer camp positions will require a TEFL certificate if you are going to be working as an English teacher. If you don't have a TEFL certificate, then check the link down below for one that I recommend. Finding summer camp jobs abroad takes time, patience, and persistence. I'm going to leave some links down below of some different summer camps that you can look at. I hope this video inspires you to teach English abroad in a summer camp. What other questions do you have about teaching English abroad? Leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe for more Teach Abroad videos and give this video a like if you learned something new today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy teaching, and remember, the world is yours to teach and explore.